Tuning in to Bravado Wireless's football media days. Here I have the Warner Eagles, my hometown. I've got Coach Chuck Capps here, Trace Elders, Mason Jim, and Brody Cannon, and we'll be right back with more from them.
There is truly no place like home. Right here in eastern Oklahoma, Bravado Wireless provides the best unlimited talk, text, and data for only $40 a month. We believe in strong, connected communities. That's why we live stream community events like local football games. You may not know us by name, but we'll be at the same festivals and cheering for our kids on the same sidelines. Because we live where you live. Visit bravadowireless.com or visit one of our stores, where we make it easy to join our family. Bravado Wireless. We believe in the power of connection.
Welcome back to the Bravado Wireless Media Day. Head ball coach, first question for you. General thoughts on the upcoming season?
General thoughts on the upcoming season. We want to just achieve, be the best that we can be and get better every week. I mean, coming in as my first head coaching job and taking over a program that Coach Hart had been bringing up to another level as far as the number of players and people participating in the program. We just want to put some wins in the win column, get better every week and kind of show our town, what these boys are really made of.
So you just mentioned it's your first year here at the program. What are some things that you want to change as far as big picture wise?
Big picture, player participation. I mean, I want it to be a big deal to wear the maroon and gold jerseys. I want it to be a big deal to walk up and down the hallways and be a Warner Eagle football player. And I think that's, something that needs to be reestablished. I'm a former Warner Eagle. That's my alum. So I'm excited to be there. So, yeah, changing our participation.
Coach, how much did that motivate you, being a former Warner Eagle, to come down here and, try to restore tradition here at Warner?
It's been a big deal. I was sitting in class my senior year in 1989, and I made the statement that was my goal. I wanted to go to college, I wanted to come back, and I wanted to be the head coach of my alma mater. And for 30 years now, that's been my goal, and I finally got there. And so it is a big deal. It is a big motivator for me to help these guys put the same blood, sweat, and tears to match mine that are out on that field.
A year ago, about this day, we were in here talking about maybe two guys on the team that had cars and driver's license. I'm wondering now, how much does that increase this year, guys? Any of you guys driving now? So are you now the official chauffeur or what?
I guess you can call it that. I drive a mom car. It holds 7, so I guess you can call me a chauffeur.
So how much driving did you have to do during the summer for workouts and summer pride, that kind of thing?
I didn't really have to do too much. I mean, guys just really made an effort to show up. I mean, I worked most of the summer, so it was just I'd kind of show up and I'd hit anybody up and see if they needed rides, and we just got them there.
Yeah, Coach Capps, although, your guys are still very young, but you are returning 13 starters. So what's your goal for the year? What would you consider to be a successful season?
A successful season, yes. We would be returning one senior, but he came in just a few days ago and gave us some bad news on a knee, and he's going to not be able to play for us, and, that hurts us a little bit. But looking forward and taking these youngsters, a successful season to me would be, I'm gonna play politics, and I'm gonna just say, to get better every week. That's going to be a successful season. I'm not going to put a win-loss record on there simply because I think we can get a lot better, and we can have success. Will it show up in the win column? I believe so, yes. But that's our goal, is to get better every week.
Yeah, and although he's not here today, you've got a very young quarterback. Last year, as starting as a freshman, he was a little bit challenged. The O-line wasn't all what it could have been, and did a lot of running around last year, just sake of his life, I guess. Do you see an improvement in the O-line to give Hayden the possibility of getting a little bit more time to throw this year?
Absolutely. I mean, we're all a year older, we're all a year stronger, and a year better, and that's including Mr. McEllier, Hayden. I believe that our O-line has improved tremendously. I think we have the heart. I think we have the desire and the passion to get out there and to take care of our quarterback.
Along those lines, this would be for Mason. Along those lines, last year, what surprised you at the varsity level in your first year?
Well, what surprised me was like the pace, the fast of the game, but what surprised me is I can compete, and I love to compete, and I'll do anything to compete. And I like playing with the big boys, and I want to keep pushing myself faster, harder, stronger, and I'll just keep going, and hard work pays off, and I'm here to show it'll pay off.
Do you feel more comfortable coming in this year as a sophomore?
Yes, definitely. I feel like, yeah.
Brody, you're coming off 70 tackles. You're a pretty busy guy on defense. What have you done on the offseason to, get better and, improve your game?
Well, all this summer I've been working out, and I'm constantly in the gym doing something, working out, and then been going to these O-line, D-line camps, too, to improve that, and my technique can make me better. So,
what was the, for a line camp, what was the one thing that you carried away from there that you didn't have when you got there? I mean, certain knowledge on technique. Can you describe something that you gained from that? That you glad you went?
I think I gained more from the defensive side because it helped me, learn how to fight pressure from blocks and everything better. Helped me understand that better.
Okay. Coach, this this district, of course, last year having the struggles, you were in a couple of games there. From your knowledge coming in as first year coach, how do you view this district, and what's ahead for you guys competitive wise?
Well, first year head coach, but it's about my 20th year as a coach, and I've competed in this district. I was an assistant at Salisal Central, so I'm really familiar with the district. So looking at it and comparison-wise and things of that nature, I like where we sit. I mean, I like the way we're coming in. I like the progress our players have made. And, yes, they were in some good ball games in the district last year and did come up a little bit short. We're not going to shy away from, saying that we want in the mix. And we're going to do everything and prepare to put ourselves right there, in the mix with the Gore, the Central, the Tallahena, and I know we've got some newcomers in there or some guys that are getting better. I know Porter, has made some improvements. So, we're just ready to get in the mix and put it all on the line and see how it all shakes out.
Trace, during the some of those lowest of low times in a season that, kind of falls a team like you guys, with your record last year, you guys have all got pride in what you do. How did you weather that low point, that lowest point last year? And, they say out of no pain, no gain. What was that? What was the lesson there, and what was that moment? Can you recall one?
The one that stuck out to me most last year had to have been probably the Savannah game. I came out and I wasn't really doing my job the first, quarter and a half of the game, and then something clicked and I started working a little bit more. But like you're talking about those low spots in the season, it's gonna get hard. I mean, you can't go on 0-10. I mean, it gets hard and you start having second thoughts. But me personally, I've always wanted Warner to be successful. I grew up in Warner. I moved there in the first grade, and I've always wanted our team to be good. As a freshman, I put in as much hours as I possibly could to make Warner be the best I can. And it's just, I know that was part of it, because it's like a saying, you got to spend money to make money, you got to put in work, and you got to dog it out before you rise up.
Yeah, gotta have money to make money. That's. I start thinking about business and future. What do you want to do after college or after you get out of high school? What's your long-term career goal on that? Because that's a pretty good statement you just made.
Well, I used to want to be. I still do want to be a coach, and I mean that's my passion. Football's my passion. I like coaching younger kids up. Like today, we're having a little league camp, and I love doing that stuff because it gives me an opportunity to grow the next generation. But this summer, I worked a lot this summer, and I got the opportunity to go work on the power line, and I really like doing that, and I'm kind of thinking about going that direction with it.
One of the most impressive answers I've seen the last couple of days. Good comment, Trace. I appreciate that.
Thank you.
All right, Mason, when you look at the schedule this year, what game do you have highlighted as one of those games that you're looking forward to most?
Central.
Why is that?
I don't like being humiliated by all means, and I don't like being humiliated by all means, and that game they were rude, disrespectful, and I have a chip on my shoulder for them, and I'm coming for them, and that's the game I want to show them who we really are as a team.
Brody, what about you? Any game that you specifically have highlighted on your schedule as the one you're looking forward to the most?
I really have any in particular, but I agree with Mason on the Central game. There is tension there from last year. So
Trace, I'm going to ask you the same question.
Like they said, we got something going on with Central, but in my opinion, I think Shoto is going to be the most important one this year, because that's going to set the tone for the season. That's going to show us how it's going to be for the rest of the season. If we come out, we do our jobs, and we make plays, and we do what we've been training for all summer, that there's a chance that we'll probably do that all summer or all fall.
Other than the games specifically, what are you looking forward to most about getting the season started?
Man, we've been working all summer, and I'm ready to get it rolling, man. I mean, we've put in the hours. We've been out there when it's 100 degrees, coming there after you've been working all day and just dogging it out. But I'm ready for it to get rolling. I'm ready to see what we're going to do.
Coach, there was something in the paper and in some of the guides. It says you are ready to restore the soar in the Eagles. Tell us the story behind that statement right there.
Well, it was kind of Coach Hart's mantra was protect the nest. And, you know, I wanted to change that just a little bit, kind of put my own twist on it. And, you know, if you look back at the records, and you can go way back into the history of Warner and Warner football, and it's not so much the wins and the losses, because you can look back and say, well, they've never competed for this. They haven't won a playoff game in X amount of years and things of that nature. So where was the soar? I mean, when did Warner ever soar? And it's more of a mentality that I'm looking for. It's not a win-loss record, but it's the fact that when we step on the field, they know that it's not going to be a pushover. We're going to restore the pride, restore our soar when we throw our shoulders back, we raise our chin off our chest, and we walk into a place and we feel like that, you know, we're there to represent our school, we're there to represent our town, and we're gonna soar. I mean, we're gonna put our pride out there. You know, we soar in so many areas. We're, you know, one of the best schools to come to. I mean, as far as our state scores, our test scores, all of that stuff, our math department, science departments, history department, all of that you can look. But you look at athletics, and it's just like, especially football, that's what I want to restore. I want to restore the pride that it is to be an Eagle and to be there and to, you know, put on that gold helmet now and to walk out on that field and represent your school with something more than just an ACT score.
Coach, I've been around a lot of coaches in my day, and I can normally, when a coach walks in the room, I can automatically tell what kind of coach he is. But with it being your first year and you talking right now, I can't really gauge what kind of coach. So could you describe to us what kind of coach are you?
I'm one with a lot of passion. I'm one with a lot of heart. I love my players, and that relationship is, it goes deep. I love my staff. I've got a good staff put together this year, and I'm looking forward to working with them. And say what kind of coach am I? I guess you just have to ask somebody else that question.
Well, with that being said, Trace, I saw you laughing over there. So be honest, okay? This is me and you right now. Coach is not in the room. What kind of coach is your head coach?
Coach Capps, a coach to me, and in my mind, he's an amazing coach. I mean, he's never led me wrong. He gets into it with you. That's what I like so much about Coach Capps. It's not just you're working out anything. He's pretty much in there working out with you. Like, he's hooping and hollering, running around the weight room, running around the field. Just he brings the energy to practice and the workouts. But he's a very energetic coach. I mean, I've never seen him just dog on somebody or anything like that. Like you said, he loves his players. Only thing I've ever seen from him is to, one, keep us safe and make us better. That's the only thing I've ever seen from him.
I'm looking at some of the answers to the little informal questionnaires you guys filled out, and I continue to be amazed as we go through team to team on some of the answers for favorite athlete of all time. It was unanimous among the Warner delegation that Arnold Schwarzenegger is your favorite athlete. He definitely leans more into the actor and politician than athlete to me when I just think of him. But what brought that answer on? That may be the most odd answer that we've gotten.
If I had to guess, I'd say that was probably me, because I went through there and I looked at the questions that I can answer fast. And me, I'm what you can call probably, I guess some people will call a gym rat. I like working out. I like being in the gym. And just he's always been somebody that I look at, just like say I'm stumped about something. I don't know how to do this. I don't know how to get this here. I'll go watch what he did. I mean, he was very successful in his career, and I mean, he was an athlete.
Did you guys just follow along with him, or who put that down first?
It's my reason is pretty much the same thing as Trace, so that's what made me want to put him down. But then I think Mason, I might have led him wrong there, because he asked me how to spell someone else and I didn't hear it, so I just started spelling Arnold, and you already had it down. So,
well, Coach, the question earlier about what kind of coach are you, and I looked at the answers of these guys, what they would eat on a dare to inspire their locker room. I guess you may remember Grant Taff, and also I think Ed Orgeron, that when he was at LSU, he claimed to have swallowed some or put some worms in his mouth, or either swallowed them or something along that line. Instead of the players answering this again, what would you do if you thought that could inspire your players this year? What might you take and dine on in the locker room?
Whatever they put in front of my face.
Well, one of them suggested that he would, Mason said he would eat cat food, so he's down for that if you want to, team up.
We're going to be in some pickles this year, I'm sure, and but I'll ride with Mason, ride or die.
I got a question for Trace and Brody. You guys are you're the elder statesmen, even though not seniors on the line. Do you, in day-to-day practices, do you try to help the younger linemen that are coming up along with Coach Parks, your offensive line coach?
Yes.
Most definitely, because it's not about just making our team good. It's about, like Coach Cap said, restoring the sword. It's not making a store for a year or 2 seasons or whatever. You just got to keep it going.
Okay, this is for right down the line here. I got a question that everybody can get the answer here. Who do you guys feel is your team leader, your inspirational leader, besides coach?
I don't know. There's quite a few guys that bring into practice. I don't know if I can really narrow it down to one because everybody brings energy. Like pretty much everybody at this table right now, I know that there's several people on the team that look up to them. So I don't really know how to narrow that down to just one.
Okay, here's an easier question. Who's a team comedian? Is he holding the mic?
Definitely Jeremiah Pearson.
Okay.
He's definitely the goon.
Alrighty. Yeah, that's about all I got. You guys got anything?
Coach, with it being your first year, when it's all said and done at the end of things, what would you consider a successful season?
I said earlier to get better, but make no bones about it. We're here to compete. So, without giving a whole bunch of people locker room material and people watch this and, make the recordings and post it and all of that, we're hungry for a district title. And me personally, anything less is going to be a little bit disappointing. So I'm gonna say out there and, say as you want, say as you will, but we want to compete for it. And so I would say competing for a district title would be a successful season.
I like it. Thanks, guys.
All right, well, I don't know about y'all, but I can't wait to see these guys get out on the field this season. I'm sure they're excited, and best of luck to y'all, Warner Eagles. And y'all stay tuned for more football media days to come, and we'll be right back.
There is truly no place like home. Right here in Eastern Oklahoma, Bravado Wireless provides the best unlimited talk, text, and data for only $40 a month. We believe in strong, connected communities. That's why we live stream community events like local football games. You may not know us by name, but we'll be at the same festivals and cheering for our kids on the same sidelines, because we live where you live. Visit bravadowireless.com or visit one of our stores, where we make it easy to join our family. Bravado Wireless. We believe in the power of connection.